That's why before I even covered this on Sunday, before I said word one, when that video went live, my video exposing this, that Aaron Dykes put together, and did a great job, by the way, on Sunday, that now has about 100,000 views, just on one version. Fox had already pulled it. Fox had pulled articles critical of it. They don't even want you knowing about this. And I had been contacted by Hispanics who worked on the crew who've seen the film, and they are concerned. Now, I'm not telling Rodriguez what to do. I know he's editing the film, finishing it right now. Do what you want, buddy. I'm just getting it on record that because you mix this in with Arizona and are now basically blurring the lines and implying that this is what needs to be done, I hope to heaven you have some restraint. I have to have restraint every day. I've got to watch what I say about calling for violence or implying it. Look at Atari militia. Federal judges ordered them released now. They were arrested and charged with terrorism and weapons of mass destruction for having guns and for saying on an audio tape, we may have to fight the government one day if this continues. Meanwhile, you've got these illegal alien rallies where they're saying things 100 times more serious. And I'm against violence, folks, and this is going to hurt Hispanics. People that think, oh, well, you know, because I've seen the comments on my video that I posted, aha, cracker, gringo, you're going to get it. You know, white people are evil, and I link over to their page, and they've got all this La Raza and Metro stuff up there. It's just so stupid. This is about playing everyone off against each other, okay? Just like the government's been caught funding the Klan and Hal Turner and the white supremacists and radicalizing the Black Panthers and black professors saying we've got to exterminate all whites. We played that last week. This is adding to this divide and conquer atmosphere. And so it shows the political correctness, though, that you got a film where Hispanics are savages, white people are all racist, and anybody that wants to control the border, which every other nation does, including Mexico, you're evil. You're bad. I mean, this is outrageous. This is politically laced. This is what's in the film. What is in this trailer is what is in this film. And notice, he wanted to make this back in the mid-1990s when he was already a successful director. They never picked it up. It's now been funded in the last year and a half by Fox Studios, and it's now coming out because the system, not that Rodriguez is, I think, CIA or part of this, but look at the timing. The system knows when to use things. So let's play the trailer here, the censored, self-censored trailer by Fox, 20th Century Fox Studios. Before I ever covered this, they were pulling it because, again, I'm being contacted by the crew who are Hispanic and are upset about this. They're not stupid. Here it is.
This is Machete with a special Cinco de Mayo message to Arizona.
They called him Machete.
$70 a day for yard work. 100 for roofing.
Get in.
125 for septic.
Have you ever killed anyone before? As you know, illegal Americans are being forced out of our country at an alarming rate. For the good of both our people, the senator must die. He was given an offer he couldn't refuse.
Make no mistake, we are at war. Every time an illegal dances across our border, it is an act of aggression against this sovereign state, an overt act of terrorism.
Set up, double-crossed, and left for dead.
You think what you do is right? Taking your brothers and sisters in? Deporting them back to their own personal hells? It's a law. There are many laws.
You want me to help you kill all these men?
Yes, bro.
I'll see what I can do. He's coming after us. He knows the score. He gets the women. There's nothing I'd like more than to see that Mexican dance the bolero at the end of a rope. And he kills the bad guys.
We didn't cross the border! The border crossed us!
Seagal, Robert De Niro, Machete.
Well, this cucaracha's got AK-47s and he's laying waste everything that gets in his path.
But they soon realized they just with the wrong Mexican. Machete.
Now, this is the first official trailer. Now, let's go to a clip from 2 weeks ago, minutes after this lady and others said, we'll rise up with our pickaxes and attack you. The police were then attacked and stood down. Now, imagine if a Tea Party did this. They'd be called terrorists all over the news. Or if a Tea Party burned down a restaurant and attacked 20 shops in Santa Cruz. Now, here is this lady. I mean, this is what's really being said. In Mexico, the peasant uprisings are symbolized by machetes, whereas in European history, it's by pitchforks. So this is a pitchfork movie where the gringos are bad, and it mirrors what's actually being said. Here's a clip.
We will not stop. We will take up our shovels and our pickaxes and we break the land and make your landscaping and clean your toilets and our partners. We will use them against you. Believe that.
Okay, now I want to go to break with another clip here. This is L.A. teacher. He's at UCLA with some of his high school students calling for Mexican revolt in the United States. And folks, this is all just in the last week. Just go put La Raza, Mecha, professor calls for violence. I mean, you'll have UT Dallas, head of Chicano studies. You'll have just hundreds of clips, hundreds and hundreds of clips saying, we don't want white people here. We're going to get you. We're going to go out to break with this, come back and finish it up. Here it is.
I want to start off by saying that the young man who spoke a little while ago was one of my students. And that made me so proud because I know that our people have strong leaders for years and years to come. As a militante of Unión del Barrio, a revolutionary Mexican organization here, we understand what the camarada is saying. You're right, this is not just about Mexico. This is about a global struggle against imperialism and capitalism. Yes. But we know that all of that is happening in the context that where we now stand is stolen, occupied Mexico.
That's sedition.
And the message that we bring is we want to bring a little bit more of a revolutionary context to this. Why is it that these people, these frail, racist, white people, want to keep us out of this country? It's not because simply the color of our skin. It's not simply because they just want to exploit us. Let me tell you why. Because on this planet right now, of 6 billion people, at the forefront of the revolutionary movement is the raza. When you go to Venezuela, when you go, we have the long history and example of our comandante, Fidel Castro Ruz. We got Hugo Chavez, Evo Morales, we got Brazil, Ecuador.
All right, hit pause.
You name it.
We're going to come back and finish this. And then he goes on to say, you are revolutionaries. We're going to overthrow the United States for communism. And we're going to kick the frail white people out of here. Now, that is somebody who says he's a Mexican and he's on government payroll and he's not going to get fired. He's not going to get in trouble. He's going to be promoted. He'll probably end up being mayor.